Alright? Because you're not in your enemy's kingdom right now. So it's a dumb move to be trying to aim to the top. That's why Jake that's in the music industry, they're trying to get high up. They have to go either into the boule and they've got to do the homosexual rituals to get somewhere. Okay? Because this is not your society. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. Right? We look not at the things that are seen, which are carnal, which can be seen with the naked eye, but we look at the things that are unseen. Alright? Which is spiritual. That's why it says what? Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? That's why mainly Edomites can't understand faith in the Bible. Because it's not given to them. They're carnal as hell. Okay? That's why when World War III kicks off, we're going to try and fight against who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ when he returns. Go on. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Right, the things that are not seen are eternal. That's what the Bible says what? Store up not earthly treasures, which can be, bitten by moths and broken into by thieves, but store up heavenly treasures. Okay? That's what we do when we come out week in, week out. Okay? So, videos is fine. Alright? But if you're not contending for the faith, if you're not out contending, it means nothing. If you're just there in front of the camera, having a good old chat, it means nothingness. Okay? Go on. James chapter 4, verse 4, okay? This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and 4. Okay? Wherein they think it is, I'll start from 1. Whereas much as then, as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. Right. So when the Bible says what? So I can read it again. For as much as Christ hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Right, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Okay, that's why, give me hold this scripture, but give me Ecclesiastes, I think it's 2 and 1. My son, if thou comes to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? That's why unfortunately that last boy, I told you one, he dropped out the truth. Okay? There's a boy that dropped out the truth while he was in GMS, he became homeless. But then he's trying to use them as an excuse as to why you drop out the truth, but that's not valid. You can't use another camp, you see what I'm saying? That's why, that shows that it doesn't matter what camp you're in. If you drop out the truth, you drop out the truth. You see what I'm saying? It would have been better for him to stay with GMS than for him to drop out. You know? That's my favourite scripture. I think it's John 15:22. Hast thou faith, have it to thyself first. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got no faith in no camp. Tell me that one. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 1. So, and it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right, because the Most High is going to try you through the fire to see whether you're worthy of his correction. You can't just come to the Most High when you want to. Okay? Which is what? Do all kind of wickedness when you jump on your deathbed, oh, Jesus is Lord, and you float up into the clouds somewhere. It doesn't work like that, and that's nowhere in the Bible. Okay? Go on. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Right, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Okay? Because when we go around to our different foundations, you have to endure bullshit from scoffers. In fact, you have to endure bullshit from man in the truth. You see what I'm saying? You know? So the Bible says constantly endure. Okay? Because people want to see you fall, man. Alright, go on. It's a precept to top off. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 15. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly unto them. Fantastic. I feel like that goes perfectly. You'd have thought that he's reading from the same scripture. Read that again, go on. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly unto them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. Right, take heed unto thyself and to the doctrine, not to the camp. The camp's not going to save you. Okay? Go on. But in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Right? In doing this, you shall save yourself and them that hear thee. Okay? Now that doesn't literally mean that you're overstepping how shy. Okay? Well, that's why it says what? If you're bringing fruit, you see what I'm saying? That's what it goes to the, what is it? It goes to the parable of the penny. Okay? The servants and the pennies. The master sent the servants out to flip that coin and bring it back. Alright? And there was that one lazy, wicked servant, because he was given the least, he thought, oh, I might as well keep this in case I lose it, which means that he had no faith. Okay? And then when his master come back and say to him, why is it that you haven't done this? The servant had the audacity to say to him, oh, well, you didn't work yourself, and then I thought I was going to lose it. So how are you going to make excuses against how I shine? Oh, this camp had me, stop doing the works. The only reason a man can stop doing the works is if he loses the faith. Okay? Give me the John 15:22, man. Hold that down, but give me the John 15:22. This is my favourite, one of my favourite scriptures. Hast thou faith? Have it to yourself first, and to the Most High. Alright? Because then no one can take you calm. When you have faith, when you have, what is it? Faith to yourself, it doesn't matter what no one can say about you, man. Go on, read that. 15:22, yeah? Yeah? It says, no, I don't do it. Wait. Can we see this if that comes in? In fact, keep me that. That's a good one, actually. Yeah, keep that one, that's a good one. You got that one, hast thou faith? 15, I'm sure it's 15, John 15:22, because he got it last time, or 42. Yeah. Go on, find it. But yeah, read that one. That's a good one, actually. That's the spirit one, because that's a good one to bring out there. Right, this is John chapter 15, verse 22. And it says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. Right, and that's who you usually call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahushua in the Paleo Hebrew, not the Yiddish. Okay? If he had not come and rebuked and reproved, according to what his father had sent him to do, he would have no sin, but God. But no, they have no cloak for their sin. Right, but now you have no cloak for your sins. Right? Because who the world is Romans, lucky, yeah. Because who the world even calls Jesus Christ, he came down here and showed you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Africans, where you're going wrong. In fact, keep that one. Give me Isaiah 20 and 30, or 30 and 20 after this as well. Okay? But read that again. This is John 15 and 22. And it says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Right, which means you have no excuse. Okay? So when you got Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Africans trying to use that excuse, bless and eat. Alright? First of all, you're breaking the scripture down wrong, and then you're deliberately using it to do wickedness. Eat swine. Okay? Now the Hebrew man can eat swine. So-called Muslims, they can eat swine all day because the laws weren't given to them. So they're trying to keep laws that weren't given to them. That's why it's barbaric. As it says in what? Ezra chapter 4. The heathen tried to follow our God, and we told them that you can't do that because he's not dealing with you, whether you like it or not. So the God of the Bible is not for everyone. Go on. And it says, he that hated me, hated my father also. Right, so he that hated me, hated my father also. And Yahushua said, for the world hated him. So how can people say that they love who the world calls Jesus Christ, if he's saying that they hated him? Right? The ones that say that they love him the most are the ones that basically was the ones stoning him. Okay, put him up to allow Barnabas to come out and put him onto the cross. Okay? Right, fuck it. Those are the ones that said to Satan, Pilate, we have no king but Caesar. Those are the same ones walking up and down now saying Jesus is Lord. Okay? Come on. Right, Romans chapter 40. Come on. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did. Right, and what was one of his works? going into the churches and turning over the money tables, okay, and cutting man's tail with the 9 cattails, all right, rebuking and cutting a man's tail in the church, okay, so that's part of his works. Rebuking and reproving is part of his works. So go on. They had not had sin, but now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Right. So if Yahushua didn't go into the church and turn over the money changing tables and rebuke them, saying that they've made his father's house a house of merchants, they're making merchants out of the Most High. Okay, rebuking and reproving them in the church. All right, go on, read that again. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Right, but now have they both seen and hated him and his Father. Okay? Because the same people talking about Jesus is Lord, right? God is my God, this and that. Those are the same ones hating his Son when he come down here and rebuke to reprove you. Okay? So you're straight hypocrites. And the Bible says what in Job? The congregation of the hypocrites shall be made desolate. Alright? I want that scripture to come out, man. There will be many more of them which perish than them that shall be saved. Alright? Which absolutely obliterates that Jesus can die for everyone doctrine. Okay? We're going to get that afterwards soon. Go on, read on. Romans chapter 14 verse 22. Has thou faith? Have it to thyself before God. Right. Has thou faith? Have it to thyself before the Most High. You will say have it to thy camp. Alright? Or have it to the men above you. Your camp leader, your camp elder. It doesn't matter. You have faith to the Most High first. Okay? Go on, read that again. Romans chapter 14 and 22. Has thou faith? Have it to thyself before God. Have it to thyself before the Most High. Alright? Which means that no one can shake your faith. If you've got faith in a camp or whatever, then if they kick you out, then you're fucked. Because you had faith in that camp. And then you'll be using them as an excuse as to why you left. Alright? If you've got faith in your elders, then when they kick you out, you're going to be hating on them and rebuking on them. So because your faith will be broken because it was a carnal faith. It was a spiritual faith. Right, and the Bible says what? Cursed be him that maketh man his right arm, that trusteth in man. So that's your own downfall. Okay? You see what I'm saying? That's why, you know, that's why man then might leave the camp and then they fall out the truth. If you leave the camp and continue in the works, it refines you even heavier. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Because the Bible says what? Every tree that beareth not fruit and that the Most High didn't make will be cut down and thrown into the fire. Okay? Certain trees, yeah, not to go into, but certain trees, you know, have been losing fruit, like, you know, it's been coming to, you know, winter times. You know, certain, you know, most trees at winter, you know, they lose the leaves and the vine starts to break down. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Lord's will, you know, it don't end like that, but, you know, the way it's looking, I've seen certain trees that, you know, they're losing their fruits, man. Right. Which means that you can't force yourself to go out there, man. You understand? You've got to have that zeal. That's why when you contend for the faith, it keeps the zeal going and it sharpens you up. Okay? Go on. Has thou faith? Have it to thyself before God. Happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which he allowed. Right, and that's man that were either kicked out or whatever, or left and fell out. You can leave even my camp. But if you fall out, that's on your head. Alright? That's even both you two. If you leave, you better continue in the flame, because that's on your own head. Okay? So that's in general, man. Read that bit again, that's fantastic. Happy is he that condemneth not himself. So condemneth not himself in that thing which he allowed. Right. So a lot of men condemn themselves in that thing that they allowed. Alright? They're looking for an excuse. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, to say basically that's the reason why they're going to do it. Right, because a camp can't save you. If I take you man to another camp, that camp can't save you, because that means that I had faith in that camp. So where's my faith? You see what I'm saying? Go on. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Right? And does not even need breaking down.